Hello, hello, hello! Today we are here to talk about one of the top pistol safes, the Gunvault MV500-STD Microvault. So let's get into it. Pro number one, its size at 4 pounds in weight and 11 inches by 8.5 inches by 2.25 inches in diameter. It fits perfectly under a car seat, in a drawer, on a nightstand, and under a bed. That's one thing that customers really like. They liked that it was small and it was compact, and you could basically fit it anywhere. Pro number two, the low battery warning indicator. Now, there was a bit of controversy about this particular issue. Let me explain it first. There will be 7 soft red flashes and 7 soft beeps when the keypad is pressed. Now, a lot of people overlook this part. You know, they expected a separate low battery indicator light, or they expected a sort of a separate low battery alarm, and there's neither. Here's how the Microvault works. Again, there will be 7 soft red flashes and 7 soft beeps when the keypad is pressed. That is your low battery warning indicator. Okay? Some customers simply assumed that there would be a light or a separate indicator. And you know, what's happening is some customers are not reading their manuals. You have to read your manuals, please. Not every gun safe is the same. Not every manufacturer is the same. Not every brand is the same. Please read your manual. The STD Microvault does have a low battery warning indicator. Please read your manual, folks. Pro number 3, there is a mute button which allows you to turn off the keypad tone. Now, as you can tell from the very front here, there's your learn button which will allow you to program your access code, and there is a mute button right there. You know, again, this comes down to the very notion that you don't want someone to know that you're accessing your weapon. If you want to do this in silence, you can do this in silence, and all you have to do is activate that mute button, and that will make that happen for you. A security cable is included to prevent snatch and grab thefts. That is pro number 4. You can connect this to sort of a stationary immovable object in your house or in your car. You know, you don't want someone to just see your safe and break a window and, you know, snatch your safe and run out of there. You know, so it prevents those very quick snatch and grab thefts that take place occasionally. Choosing your own access code. This is one thing I wanted to really talk about with the STD Microvault. The access code is a pattern or series of entries on the keypad. This is not a biometric safe, nor is there a numeric keypad. You cannot program digits. The entry is a single press of 1 or more buttons at the same time. The user can use a minimum of 3 entries or a maximum of 6 entries for the access code. For each entry of the access code, the user may choose one, more than one, or all of the buttons on the keypad in combination. Now that's your access. It's not biometric and it's not numeric. That's your access code. Choosing your access code. This is something I wanted to go over for this particular safe. As you can see, there are your buttons, your 4 buttons, and you can press 1 or more of the buttons at the same time. You know, and there are at least 3 codes that you can enter. So that's what we're looking at from the top. That's your top view. Programming your access code. This is something I like to do consistently in my reviews, is to talk about the programming of the access codes for the safes. A lot of customers will write back and they'll go, man, this was a lot tougher than I thought to program, you know, my access code or combination code. And some people will gladly write back and go, hey, this was easier than I thought. So let's get into the access code programming for this particular safe. You press and hold the learn button for 2 seconds. The green light blinks and there's going to be a beep. The unit is now in learn mode. Remember that learn button I showed you earlier? That's the button they're talking about. Enter your new access code or pattern within 13 seconds. The light's going to remain green. Press and hold the learn button for 2 seconds. The light will now turn red and you will hear a beep. Now release the learn button. While the light is red, enter your access code a second time to confirm it. Press and hold the learn button a third time for 2 seconds. The light will blink green 5 times. You'll hear a beep, 5 beeps, confirming that the new access code has been accepted. If the light blinks red 5 times instead of green, along with the 5 beeps, an error has occurred, and you have to repeat the process. Now, this seems a little lengthy compared to a lot of other safes, and I admit that it comes off that way. There's clearly a confirmation that's necessary, but that's the way they've set it up here at Gunvault, and that's what we got to roll with. So, I've seen easier programming procedures. This is a little long, but again, I don't want anybody to run into a situation that, they really didn't expect. So expect the confirmation. Expect that this procedure may be a little longer than some other safes, but at least it's at least it's something that will really stick once you get it in there. Now it's time for the cons. Con number 1, the locking mechanism stops working after about 1 year. That was the main complaint. But that's sort of in line with their 1-year limited warranty. This kept coming back and kept coming back and kept coming back, that after about a year, this safe sort of dies on you. The locking mechanism is is the first indicator of death with this safe. So, that's something that you can expect with this, but there is a 1-year limited warranty, so be prepared. Con number 2, would like the keypad buttons to be softer. The buttons are sometimes hard to push down. The buttons are oversensitive or undersensitive. This is another sort of complaint that sort of kept arising. There's no real fluidity or flow to the action of the buttons. Now, here's Gunvault's response to such issues. The keypad and push button controls on the panel are electronic. They have a certain feel to them and may seem different to different people. It is important for you to become accustomed through practice as to how the Microvault safe responds to your own personal touch. That is a direct quote from Gunvault. That's their response to this issue. Well, that's the way they built it, and they're clearly acknowledging that there is an issue with how the buttons feel to some people. They feel different from person to person. So that's something to look out for, and that's something to consider. Con number 3, the keypad button stopped working after about 6 months. Now, this didn't show up a lot, every once in a while, but we figured we'd throw this in there just to warn people that this was sort of an occurrence that took place for about the 6 month mark. It didn't happen a lot, but enough that we thought we'd mention it to you. One of the main questions that was put forth was, when you replace the batteries, is your security pattern or code maintained? And the answer to that question is yes, it is maintained. When you throw your new set of batteries in there, you don't lose your code. The memory maintains your code, and you don't have to go through all that programming again. So yes, your safe will recall that code. Here's our ratings recap of the Gunvault MV500-STD Microvault. Starting with capacity, we give it a 4.5. You can easily fit a mid-size pistol and 2 magazines in that safe. Very, very easily. The capacity is nice, very nice for that size safe. Ease of use, 3.25. We gave it that because of the programming. The programming needed that confirmation and everything. It wasn't the easiest to program, but, again, you'll sort of have the assurance that once you get your code in there and you confirm it, it's in there. So we'll give it a 3.25 for that. Quick access, gave it a 3.5 for that. Access was probably standard. Didn't have any real problems there, any real complaints about accessing your weapon. Battery life, 3.75. It comes with a 9-volt battery, and that battery will last you about 2 months on average. So that's what we're looking at in battery life. Sturdiness and durability. Now this unit it's made with 20 gauge steel. Now we're hoping for a little better than that. Your average large safe, that's made with about 12 gauge steel, and they're very heavy and sturdy, but those safes are about $400, $500, $600 or more. Your average toolbox is made of 18 to 20 gauge steel. You know what I mean? And we felt like with this being a gun safe, a gun is obviously more dangerous than tools, and we felt that they could have done a bit better in terms of the steel gauge. So if you want to compare, you know, this safe is about as durable as a good solid steel toolbox. That's what we're looking at. And so we gave it a 3.25 for that. We're hoping the steel gauge could be lower, but you know, they gave us a 20 gauge steel, so that's what we're working with. Hard to break into. 3.25. It's made in a compact way, in a compact build, but again, we're hoping for a lower steel gauge. But it's compact, so we'll give it a 3.25 for that. Alternate means of access. You know, you have your combination access as well as your override keys, so we'll give it a 4 for that. That's pretty standard. Value for the money. Gave it a 3.75 there. This safe, again, is not an expensive safe. It's $80 to about $120 in retail. And there's a 1-year warranty. But that 1-year warranty is a 1-year warranty. You're not going to get 3 years out of this safe. You're just not, folks. You might get 1.5, maybe a little more than that. But clearly, this safe is made to last you about 1 year. But, you know, you don't pay a whole lot for it either. So we give it a 3.75 for value for the money. Alrighty, that is our review of the Gunvault MV500-STD Microvault pistol safe. If you want to check that safe out for yourself, there's a link at the bottom of this video. Click that link. You can also check out our Facebook page. We'd like to have you on Facebook with us. Click that link there. You can also come to gunsafereviews.evandevereaux.com, the best place for gun safes online. There are over 150 items listed, as well as concealed carry holsters and accessories. And we will see you all at the next review. We hope you guys are going to join us there. And if you like this video, please give us a big old hearty thumbs up. We'll appreciate that. And God bless you. Have a nice day.